Welcome back, guys. This is the King of Weebs here, and this is what if Naruto was an Ackerman part 2. And I should have found a better name for this, but once I remake this one day, it will have a much better name. I'm pretty sure. Hopefully, future me, if I'm still alive by then, or if I'm still uploading by then, who knows. Anyways, last time we left off with Team 7 actually being created and being told about the test the next morning, which is basically in the afternoon. But anyways, now and anyways now of course Team 7 was going to be pretty much competing to actually pass. Well, not really, but anywho. Now the next morning arrives, and Naruto and Suki don't go at the time that Kakashi asked for, and instead take their time, even eat, knowing how Kakashi is and already knowing that Kakashi is bluffing. So they just do whatever the frick they want. And anyways, now it's 11 a.m. and so they actually decide to head out. And once they're there, Naruto actually brings them some breakfast. Yes, he brings some breakfast because he knows that the other two won't be actually aware of this. And anyway, so after they finish eating, Kakashi actually arrives, and Kakashi sees that they're all pretty much not starving, and he realizes that there are two lunch boxes there. Not lunch boxes, more like bentos, but anyways. Now Naruto made them himself, and after this, Kakashi's like, alright then, whatever. Anyways, let's go. And he takes them to training ground 7, where they're going to be taking their test, of course. Now, I was about to record the whole entire video without pressing play. I'm such a retard. Anyways, or pressing record, not play. Anyways, now Kakashi actually explains to them about the test, and explains that it's going to be them against Naruto. And I have done this before in one of my wives. And anyways, now of course they asked why isn't it Kakashi and Naruto. Well, that was mostly Sasuke, and Kakashi says that this one has been trained by someone really strong, and I believe he's already a high ranking ninja, even though he hasn't been awarded the credit for the actual rank. Still, he will become that rank soon. He just needs the experience for it, and he'll be a good partner to learn with. Alright, I joined class. Anyways, of course, Team Kakashi then actually will be watching in the sidelines and block and actually stop the fight if he goes out of hand. And after this, Team 7 actually hides. Tsuki knows how Naruto fights, so she kind of has an advantage. However, she knows that on her own she won't be able to beat Naruto. Even putting up a good fight and having a chance to beat Naruto, she needs help. And so Tsuki, not knowing about the actual true meaning of this test, still goes to her team, finds the two of them, and tells them that they need to work together. There's no way they're beating Naruto individually, and it doesn't matter who gets the bells. She'll give the bells to them too. If she gets 1 or 2, she doesn't really care. She actually wants to win this fight. And anyways, then Sasuke says, why don't you want to win why don't you want to become a Chunin yourself? And of course then Tsuki explains that she doesn't really care. She actually just wants to get a chance of actually beating Naruto for once. And you know, it doesn't matter how, and Naruto would still take as a loss. And you know, Sasuke is like, is he that strong really? And Tsuki says he's beyond strong. You don't understand. He's something different. And anyways, of course, now Team 7 actually makes a plan, and this goes. Of course, Sasuke actually accepted the plan, and Tsuki accepts because Sasuke accepted. And anyways, now Naruto and Tsuki actually look into each other's eyes. Yes, Tsuki appears in front of Naruto and then disappears again. Naruto, already knowing where she's gonna come from, she actually stops Tsuki from even attacking him by actually deflecting her kunai, and then he actually body flickers right in front of her. However, Tsuki says, you're still pretty slow, not gonna lie. And Naruto then just smiles and says, we'll see who wins though. And anyways, of course, Tsuki and Naruto were literally body flickering everywhere, and The fight was actually already started. They were actually going blow for blow, and Kakashi could see everything. Sasuke could barely keep up, and Sakura was just there dumbfounded of what's going on, because she can see Sasuke moving his eyes, and he already has the one-to-one Sharingan. I'm not going to make him like weak, because Naruto is just so much stronger right now. I just need to give him some kind of power. It's really unfair, but anyways, even though Naruto trained more, and plus he has already plot armor from the very beginning of this wave. Anyways, Naruto, of course, having a stronger body than Tsuki, not only physically, well, of course physically, but anyways, especially because of his DNA, and his taijutsu is already top tier, and he has experiences from other ancestors of his. Actually, he says that this is over, and as he says that, he actually puts a hand on Tsuki's forehead and actually seals away her chakra temporarily, and then kicks her right in the stomach. Well, actually, roundhouse kicks her in the stomach, and mid-air, just saying, and Tsuki falls to the ground. But this was all a diversion, and this was just a clone. And anyways, Tsuki then appears right behind Naruto, engulfed in fire and lightning. Yes, fire and lightning. And Tsuki, of course, then looks at Naruto, and her hair actually went red and blue. Yes, Tsuki's own Kekkei. Anyways, Tsuki has never shown this to Naruto, and Naruto was completely baffled. But Tsuki has this Kekkei where she literally bonds with the chakra nature. And Jesus Christ, my teacher just arrived. Anywho, then Sasuke appears using a fireball jutsu, catching Naruto off guard while he was actually admiring how strong Tsuki's gotten. Anyways, however, Naruto was able to easily take that, and take no damage, only his clothes being burnt up, and of course ripped up and everything. Sasuke was completely baffled. He's like, wait, hold up, how did you survive that? And Naruto then says, your fireball needs to get stronger. And as he says that, Tsuki appears right in front of him with her immense amount of speed. Naruto doesn't even notice and gets hit by her fire fist, a bit like Ace. But anyways, Naruto kind of gets blown back. However, he just laughs it off, saying that you've gotten much stronger. Anyway, then Naruto says, alright then, guess I'll have to try harder. And as he says that, of course, Tsuki tries to blitz him again. However, Naruto was able to dodge this easily and actually being able to knee her. Anywho, Naruto still having the bells on him. Actually then roundhouse kicks Tsuki pretty hard, kicking her out of her mode. And yes, Naruto is actually using every single bit of his powers, and also he's actually increasing his strength by actually using Earth Release to harden his body. Yes, Naruto is actually using basically Earth Release like it was some kind of haki. If you understand, you understand. If you watch the One Piece, you would understand what haki is. Anyways, now Naruto, of course, was easily being Naruto was easily overpowering all of them. However, Tsuki going back into her mode, her Kekkei, of course, Naruto sees this coming again. However, it was actually a diversion for Sasuke and Sakura to take the two bells off of him. They were able to do that because Tsuki was so much stronger than Naruto. Well, not stronger than Naruto, but so much more overwhelming right now. And then the other two, that he had no time to actually worry about the bells, otherwise he was going to get hit by a pretty strong technique. Anyways, Tsuki was about to kick Naruto with both lightning and fire release, and if that hit, Naruto would have been paralyzed. And so when he tried to dodge it, he actually, well, he did dodge it, but his bells got taken away, and he actually was able to put Tsuki out of the fight and actually literally slam her into the ground, and making a pretty big crater, and snapping her out of the form again. And of course, not a form, but her Kekkei form. And anywho, Tsuki was like, I lost again. And anywho, Naruto was like, well, you completed the task at least. Well, your two teammates did. And I know this was all thanks to teamwork. You were the diversion the whole time. You didn't care about getting the bells, did you? Anyway, Tsuki then just smiles at Naruto, and Naruto helps her up. Anyways, Naruto then says, you got a lot stronger. You didn't show me this in our training. And Naruto just smiles back. And anywho, Kakashi then congratulates the whole of Team 7 for passing, especially Tsuki for actually giving up her own spot for her own teammates, and that just showed how much, how, how she would actually give her own life for her teammates, and that shows that this team will be a good team, especially because they know how to work together, and they are really strong, and Tsuki is pretty much on the level or even stronger than Naruto. However, Naruto used absolutely no jutsus. Naruto used the only experience he has from the taijutsu that he learned from the experience he has from his ancestors, which just goes to show how strong Naruto truly is thanks to this Ackerman DNA thing. And anyways, it's actually pretty overpowered if you think about it. If you're from a clan like the Ackerman clan, is pretty OP, but imagine the Ackerman DNA with like Uchiha clans, Mother Uchiha, and you're a descendant of Mother Uchiha. Oh, you're fucking hell, you'd be slapping people. Fucking hell, that is so OP. But Naruto's on Uzumaki. We don't know much about the Uzumaki clan other than Naruto Uzumaki, Karin Uzumaki, and Nagato Uzumaki. Anyways, of course, Team 7 now has passed, even though Sakura didn't do much, but Sakura's whole role was actually meant to take the bells away, and she was actually pretty fast and swift, because Naruto was a millisecond away from actually, well, not a millisecond away, but a few seconds away from actually being able to dodge the bell stealing attack. But anyways, Sasuke actually asked Kakashi to train him to become just as strong as these two, and Kakashi says, I will train both you and Sakura. These two are pretty strong, they train each other, and once you're strong enough you can actually join their own training sessions. Anyways, now tomorrow we will begin our missions, so get ready. They won't be too hard, but at the same time they won't be easy. You will be able to gain a lot of experience, and tomorrow we'll begin our training together as well. Anywho, Naruto and Tsuki actually go home and actually congratulate each other. Well, Naruto congratulates her on becoming a Genin, like a proper one, while Tsuki actually congratulates Naruto about how he is already so strong that even Kakashi trusts him to actually train his own students, or take the test for his own students. Anyways, Kakashi was really intrigued by Tsuki's power, same as Naruto, because he has never seen such powers before. Tsuki was already, in that form, was actually on the level of probably him in strength, and Naruto was able to take her out with just taijutsu alone, and no, like, literally all he did is taijutsu, and he used a pretty good technique actually, by hardening his body with earth release, which is never tried before, and for Naruto it works, so it might work for him anyways. Naruto, of course, goes off to train with Tsuki after this, and they train for a few hours, and Tsuki has actually gone into her chakra form, and she can go all out now because she's not trying to actually distract Naruto or something. She's actually fighting him all out, so it's much harder for Naruto this time. Anyways, I mean, I'm actually in class, I'm just doing it while I'm waiting for the next question. Anywho, Tsuki was actually having a much easier time now, and Naruto was actually having a much harder time. However, he's actually starting to use jutsus, and anywho, Naruto then actually, as he was using jutsus, he actually did use sealing techniques too, and anywho, he was actually able to seal away some of Tsuki's chakra and actually take the upper hand, and Naruto is mostly advantaged in actual strength. But anywho, now Naruto, of course, since he had a lot of experience from other shinobi, I tried to pull my shirt and actually ripped a bit of it. I think you guys heard that a bit. Sorry guys. Anyways, now Naruto, of course, using a lot of jutsus, especially when Tsuki's actually using fire release, he has to use a lot of water release because her fire release is really strong, maybe even stronger than his, unless Naruto went all out. Anyways, Naruto never tries to kill Tsuki or anything, but anyways, Naruto, of course, taking upper hand, taking the lead against Tsuki, and actually was able to beat her by actually using the flying Raijin. Yes, Naruto's actually nearly mastered the flying Raijin at this point, especially because of his just ability to master things really quick, because here he's basically a prodigy and he's really good with chakra control and everything, and he's been training for a while, for a long while. Anyways, now the next day, Team 7 of course begins their missions, and the first ever mission was the finding the cat. But anyways, after this, Naruto and Tsuki actually go off on their own, while Sasuke and Sakura train with Kakashi. Kakashi didn't have much to teach Sakura. However, then Naruto actually arrived with Tsuki, saying that they can help out Sakura if Kakashi wants to train Sasuke. And anyways, of course, the Sasuke was there alright then. Anyways, Sakura was more than happy to train with these two, and Naruto actually taught Sakura how to make her fists much stronger, or her punches way stronger. Not much, but way stronger. Since Naruto literally can use Haki, but with the Earth Release, it's pretty OP, and Sakura actually does have Earth Release, and if she doesn't in the original, I am gonna give it to her. Anyways, now Sakura of course had to start from the basics: chakra control, tree walking, water walking, everything. And anyways, now over this 1 month of training, Sasuke has unlocked his Tsutomu Sharingan and become a lot stronger in his taijutsu. He's a lot faster, and he's actually been able to use lightning release jutsu, the lightning clone, the lightning bullet, and even close to mastering the Chidori. Anyways, of course, now Naruto and I got wait 1 second. I actually did a equation wrong. I put 36 instead of 24, and so I got the answer wrong. I just realized, but then before he finished the question, I actually corrected it. Anyways, now Naruto and Tsuki of course trained Sakura to become pretty strong shinobi, and Sakura is much stronger than Sasuke's in raw strength, but Sasuke would easily beat her because of his amount of skills. And Sakura does know the body flicker, which is actually really fast, and thanks to Naruto and Tsuki training her. But anywho, now Naruto and Tsuki, Sasuke and Sakura of course get bored of their C ranked missions, and of course they actually ask the Hokage for a high ranked mission. The Hokage says yes, of course, because he knows that this team is pretty freaking OP. He's seen them train, and he saw that Sakura has freaking destructive strength. And anyways, now Naruto now Team 7 of course meets Tazuna, and here Naruto, since he's not the shortest and it's actually Sakura, he actually makes the joke about Sakura. Sakura does get pretty pissed off, and she was about to punch him. However, Tsuki actually holds her back, saying no, Sakura, don't, you might kill him. And anyways, now of course Tazuna is actually doubtful that these lot are going to be up for the mission, or they're going to be strong enough for this mission. And where the fuck is my blue pen? Anyways, now of course Naruto then says that they'll definitely be able to complete this mission and help Tazuna get to the land of waves. And of course now Tazuna is still doubtful. However, he just says, alright then, you better be, because this is going to be a harder missions than your usual ones. Anyways, of course he doesn't actually say that this is a B to A rank mission, be careful, of course. But anyways, now Naruto and Team 7 actually gets ready. However, Naruto and Tsuki are actually training together again, and Naruto is actually trying to master the Flying Raijin to an extent where he doesn't even have any chakra loss at this point. And anyways, now Naruto is really fucking overpowered, if you haven't noticed. And anyways, Naruto and Team 7 actually go off to the land of waves the next morning, and of course they're walking for a few hours until they notice a puddle. And here Sakura would be the one to actually stop the two demon brothers. The two demon brothers appear out of nowhere, and then actually Sakura was the one to punch the ground right underneath them and make them lose balance, which then Sasuke took care of them, actually tying them up. And Naruto Kakashi praises them and says that alright then, now May I know why you two are here? Who are you after? Who sent you? And if you don't answer, you die. Anyways, of course, then the two demon brothers gave all the information they had. And anyways, Naruto says, should we let them go then? And Kakashi is like, no, they are wanted criminals. And Naruto's like, let's give them another chance. I mean, if we find out that they've been causing havoc again, I can just go and find them. And anyways, of course, they think that this brat is just cocky and says, don't get cocky, brat. And as they say that, Naruto just glares at them, saying, am I really being cocky? And of course, letting out a pretty freaking strong bloodlust and putting them in their place. Anyways, now Naruto and Team 7 continue their mission. And anyways, 1 second, I just have to do something. Anyways, I am really tired. It's not even that late, it's 9 o'clock, but I think I'm gonna go sleep. I did pull an all-nighter and I was gonna pull another one in a row, but no, I'm still gonna go sleep. Anyways, of course, they continue on the mission, and in the end, they still do encounter Zabuza, just like in the original. First, Naruto throws a kunai, and they're surrounded by mist, a thick mist, and in the end, of course, Zabuza appears. Naruto then saw him and realized that this fight will be hard, and told Team 7 that they should be careful, and he's no joke. This guy is really freaking strong. Of course, Team 7 actually noticed from the amount of bloodlust he was actually letting off. And anyways, Kakashi told his team to stay back, and he wasn't even sure if Naruto would be able to take him out, especially because this is an S-rank shinobi, and this has turned into a way higher rank mission, not even B, but even A rank mission. And anywho, now Team 7 watches Kakashi fight, and in the end, Kakashi, right when he slips, of course, Zabuza takes the opportunity of it, and Naruto actually then says that, alright, I'll have to step in. Satsuki, if I get captured, I want you to take Team 7 and run. Understood? And Naruto then smiles, but then disappears from everyone's sight. Then appears right in front of Zabuza. Zabuza swings his sword at Naruto, however it goes right through him. For some reason, Naruto is just there, it's like a hologram. However, Naruto is using the body flicker so fast that there are multiple ones of him, not even using the shadow clone jutsu to confuse him. It's just one Naruto, it's just that he doesn't know where to hit. Anyways, Zabuza then actually realized that Naruto is taking the freaking piss out of him. Anyways, actually let go of Kakashi for a second, because then he could actually see Naruto, well, hit Naruto fast enough. However, Naruto then actually blocked Zabuza's slice with his arm. Going, of course, he actually got cut. However, the amount of strength he had in that arm, it was enough to actually stop Zabuza from actually cutting off his whole entire arm. And anyways, he actually added his armament haki. I'm just not armament haki, but he used his earth armament, or I'll call it earth armament, and stopped the blow. Even though it was a little scratchy little cut, it was off into Naruto. And then Kakashi then has a Chidori ready, and as he does that, as he was about to kill Zabuza, Haku intervenes, taking out Zabuza. Of course, Kakashi in the end bought it, especially because he was tired. He didn't feel like continuing the fight. If Haku could make it seem that Zabuza is dead, he must be strong. Anyways, he realized that at first he actually believed it's Haku. However, after Haku made that statement that he would be going to check the body in his village, that made him more suspicious, and realized that that's not a true Anbi. That's not what an Anbi would do. Anyways, now Naruto and Team 7 actually arrive at Tazuna's home, and their training will continue as per normal. Sakura continues on her chakra control. She wants to become the best one out of everyone to control her chakra. Sasuke continues training. Look, I'm bugging. I'm so sleepy. Sasuke continues his training with Kakashi to master the Chidori. Motosuke and Naruto went on their own ways. Tsuki was actually meditating to actually control her form much better, to stay in her form as it was some base form. She wanted that form, not form, her Kekkei form, as in a base form where she can use at any moment instead of activating the Kekkei. Of course, she'll be able to do that, and that is a whole different thing. It will unlock a whole different thing for Tsuki. Anyways, now Naruto actually continues training with the Flying Raijin. He's pretty good with it, but he still hasn't mastered it. No, he denies as he usually says. Anyways, Naruto continues training for the next few days until he meets Haku, and Haku gives him the precious one speech about the precious one. If you have a precious one, you'll always want to protect that one person, and so you'll become stronger. Naruto does say that he has one, however, he doesn't know if that person loves him back. And anyways, Haku then says, "Hey Naruto, take chances in life. Don't allow life to take away chances from you. Take chances away from life." Anyways, now Naruto and Haku part ways, and Naruto thanked Haku for the great advice. Anyways, Naruto returns home, and the next morning still wakes up late, even though being the most professional out of all of them, he still wakes up late, and he saves Inari and his mother. Anyways, after destroying the two bandits, he heads off to the battlefield, leaving a clone behind just in case. And in the battlefield, he sees something completely different. Both him and Tsuki get trapped in the ice mirrors together, trying to fight together, and in the end, Naruto was actually able to break one of the ice mirrors. However, it was regenerated too fast, and Haku upped it a bit of a notch, and Naruto couldn't even break through. Anyways, Tsuki then says, "Leave this to me, Naruto," activating her Kekkei and actually going into her fiery white hair state. Anyways, I have white hair because it is what it is, to be honest. Plus, she reminds me a bit of Killua. White hair, lightning speed, everything, but whatever. Now, Naruto and Tsuki, were fighting until Haku realized that Tsuki can be a really pain in the ass because Naruto hasn't shown to have much skill at all. And anyways,
I'm really sorry about yesterday. I was feeling really bad. I kind of went out with a friend. It was snowing, and I had a shower. I was not feeling the best, so I went to sleep right after that and slept for a while. But I'm back to my prime. Man's awake. I'm sorry if I worried any of you. I did sound kind of dumb and retarded there. And I realized I have 13 minutes to record, and I was watching anime. It's 8 o'clock. I have a class in a bit, so I'll finish this video and then record another one. Sorry. Anyways, as I said before, Naruto and Tsuki were fighting Haku in the ice mirrors, and Haku realized that Tsuki pretty much is the more dangerous one here. Naruto may be strong, however, he can find a way around him because he doesn't know Naruto's true abilities yet. All he's seen from Naruto is really good taijutsu, while Tsuki, she has a Kekkei just like him, and she has two chakra natures added to it. Haku has ice release, which is his own Kekkei, but Tsuki has fire and lightning release, and she can use it at will. She can make lightning from nothing, and she can make fire from nothing, and also she can engulf herself with those two chakra natures, which would make her faster thanks to lightning release and stronger thanks to fire release, and he can actually destroy his ice mirrors. Anyways, Haku then uses Senmon, throws Senmon at Tsuki, which Naruto sees this coming, and so he actually gets in Tsuki's way, and Tsuki will be the one to actually get pretty pissed off here. Tsuki destroying the ice mirrors, and then Naruto standing back up saying it's fine, and Tsuki having Haku at his neck. Literally, she's holding him by the neck while she was about to take the mask off, and so she does, and Naruto sees who he is, and Naruto then says let him go, and Tsuki's like wait what, and Naruto's like just let him go, I know him. And anyways, Tsuki lets him go and goes back to her base because she realizes that Naruto is more calm now. He's not using any more chakra, he's just in his normal state now, and he walks towards Haku in a pretty bad state. Naruto did get hit by a lot of senbone, and anyways, now Naruto talked to Haku and asked why, and anyways, Haku then, after telling Naruto why, hears the sound of 1,000 birds, and literally it's like no, I know what's coming, and so he actually gets in the way of Zabuza and dies. And here Naruto of course still gives us the same speech, but once Gato arrives, not only does Zabuza get pissed off after what Gato said, but also Naruto. So both Naruto and Zabuza go at it, and Naruto having flying Raijin and everything, he doesn't actually use it, but he does use a new technique that he created. Naruto throws a ton of kunais on the ground, while Zabuza was cutting off heads, cutting off limbs, everything. He was going off. Naruto didn't care what Zabuza was doing. Naruto was pissed off. And anyways, once Naruto then actually used a water shockwave, which actually made everything wet on the ground, and then he used lightning release with his kunais, and so his kunais actually created the lightning cage. So in case any of the bandits do try to escape the lightning, they won't be able to now because they're in a cage, and if they try to break the cage, they get electrocuted anyway, and every single one of them gets electrocuted, while Zabuza was taking out the other half of them. And in the end, both Naruto and Zabuza destroy Gato. Naruto throwing a kunai at every single build. One at his arm, one at his chest, and Zabuza cutting off his head in a pretty gruesome manner. Anyways, Gato did not see this coming, and in the end, Zabuza does just die next to Haku, and Naruto realizes that these two were really close to each other, and he understood their pain, and especially Haku, because he knows that what happened to Haku. Haku basically went through the same exact childhood as him, having no one in his life, no parents, and that one person helping him out, and that one person was the Hokage. And in the end, Haku didn't really make any more friends, unlike Naruto, and he could understand a bit more about this world. It's not just him who went through this, but there are many other people. For example, Gaara, which he will get to know later in the story, and many other people. Anyways, I know this was a really short part, but I covered things way too fast, and I was half ill, so I just want to end this part because it was really bad. I know it was, and this part literally tells me you gotta do this part again. So I'm just gonna do it on another one because I don't really want to record the whole entire thing again. I don't have much time. I do want to watch that anime. I do want to get to class. I do want to do my class, and I do want to record the next video because I need to record another video today. And yes, today's the 9th of February. This will come out, I'm not sure when, if I do the maths. Wait. I just had it. What? 14th of February? Around there. Yeah, 14th of February. I have 5 more wives to come out. Yeah, 14th of February. This should be on the 14th of February if I didn't take any breaks in between. And hopefully I didn't, because I do want to keep uploading every single day. And yeah, anyways, hope you all enjoyed it. Please take care, stay safe. This was the King of Weebs, and subscribe to Ratreet, Miniman of the Tree. Also my second channel, the King of Noobs, and my friend Hxmesh. And go follow my friend Shoki on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram as well. And join the Discord server, link in the description below. And if you want some good quality anime merch, you can go to Beautiful Halo. And if your order goes over $49, you can get 5% off with the code MEME, MEME. And if it goes over $99, you can get a discount with the code MEMES, MEMES. Yes, I did get that wrong many times. But if you read the description, you can get. And also, if you want to get some good quality LED lamps, which I got one, it should be coming around like this week or next week. And yeah, you can get 10% on any order with using my code. Link. You can see the code in the description. And anyways, my knocklings, you're dismissed. Peace.